I sit on my bed and write this. This is where it happened. It happened in my room, mine, on my turf, mine. If you are reading this, I want you to know that I never thought it would happen. If you're listening to this, I think you can tell that I never thought it could. I have friends, lots of them. I haven't told them I'm writing this. It happened on my bed. Yes, we had been drinking. Yes, I did say yes to some things. I also said no. I repeatedly said no. He stopped. And then he started. And then he stopped. And I thought, fine, he's listening to me, it's fine. After all, I'm studying this. I'm working on this. I know what's right and wrong. He seems all right. He wasn't all right. It's haunting. If you know someone who's gone through this, please hold their hand. Please stand with them in the silence all night. To say no and have a yes heard is not okay. I know it is not okay. I have been told it's my fault. Every poster says it's not my fault. But I feel like it is my fault. I could have stopped it. I could have not let him stay for so long. I could have not had anything to drink. I could have done so much. But it didn't happen. This did. This which has changed my life, which doesn't let me sleep, which haunts me for days, which forces me to love, to put on a face, forces, just like he did. But I don't want to be forced. I shouldn't have to be forced. I was not born to be forced. I was born to laugh and sing and dance and paint and read. I was born to comfort, to aid, to be a shoulder, to be a rock. I was born to be strong, but I don't feel strong. I just want to break. I want to let it go. I want to let it all go. I saw the poster for this event outside of my room. I stepped out of my room thrice to make sure there was no one watching me. I am ashamed. I cannot say that I am not. I know that I should know it was not my fault, but I feel like it was. I feel it was avoidable. Till today, I am not strong enough, but I know what's right. And that's why I'm writing this. That's why, should the time come, I will read this. I will express myself to a room of people I do not know. Because this room and the people who choose to read this, they will understand. I have support. I am sure I am understood. But for my sake, I want to know that I am. For my sake, I don't want it to break me. For my sake, I don't want to end it. I want to leave for me.
The difference between him and a rapist is that we talked about it beforehand. The difference between him and a rapist is that he didn't know I was going to wake up and not remember. The difference between him and a rapist is that I ordered my own drinks. The difference between him and a rapist is that he stared longingly into my eyes. The difference between him and a rapist is that my friends thought he was smitten. The difference between him and a rapist is the flicker of remembering laughter. The difference between him and a rapist is that we slow danced in his bedroom. The difference between him and a rapist is that he tried to get me off. The difference between him and a rapist is that I woke up and I didn't feel pain. The difference between him and a rapist is that I woke up and I didn't feel scared. The difference between him and a rapist is that I kissed him after. The difference between him and a rapist is that I wanted to remember. The difference between him and a rapist is that he is an upstanding individual. The difference between him and a rapist is that he is brilliant. The difference between him and a rapist is that he is a good guy. The difference between him and a rapist is that I was falling in love with him. The difference between him and a rapist is that I didn't stop falling. The difference between him and a rapist is that I gave it up too quickly. The difference between him and a rapist is that I shouldn't have gotten so drunk. The difference between him and a rapist is that he couldn't tell I was drunk. The difference between him and a rapist is the distance between a label and the behavior it describes. The difference between him and a rapist is the phrase regretted sex. The difference between him and a rapist is confusion, not fear. The difference between him and a rapist is years of not realizing. The difference between him and a rapist is that he was never held accountable. The difference between him and a rapist is that it hurts now instead of then. The difference between him and a rapist is that he can't be. The difference between him and a rapist is that the word rapist means nothing. But he did rape me.
Forgetting is hard when I see you on campus, strolling to classes without a care in the world, because no, you don't have to worry about your safety. Living your life when something triggers a flashback to the most degrading moment of your life. To this day, I cannot reconcile how it happened. How I woke up at 4 a.m. in your pitch black bathroom, stripped naked, shivering, head spinning, mouth dry, and stomach aching from having violently heaved alcohol out of my poisoned body. I didn't cut you off the other times. Like the night we first met when we went to that Green Street party, passionately kissing on the balcony in the cool night sky, overlooking the glimmer of downtown Champaign. There was something about your charisma and bright blue eyes that made me come back to your place. But in no time, finishing a third drink, you pulled me into your room. I thought I owed you something, so I let you fuck me. Never mind, I was so scared I barely said a word, but you weren't done. It wasn't enough. Again and again, pulling my clothes off until your strong hands found my tender neck and squeezed the air out of me. I know you like it, you said, but who could like being thrown down and choked, fearing for their life? When you were done, you finally let me leave. But that will never be enough. Months passed and the vulgar midnight text never stopped, and each time I found myself hopeful that I'd find the damaged, tortured soul I fell for under the facade of indifferent domination. You are far from the first person to rape me, late by almost 20 years, so understand when I say my body has never felt like my own. It's been a vessel that's endured such pain and trauma that I can't believe it's for my pleasure, that somehow it's for me. But that night was different. I didn't plan to see you, but several pleading texts later, I found myself at the 3rd room on the 11th floor. Have a drink, you say, and 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots later, lights out. You fucked me when I was puking, so intoxicated that I was seeing colors, so intoxicated that I couldn't even hold my head up, so intoxicated that I was unable to move, so intoxicated that I couldn't stop you from undressing me, so intoxicated that I didn't even know you'd forced your way into my body, so intoxicated that I couldn't say no. And when you were done, you left me there, trash, discarded like the used condom thrown on the floor. And though 1 year has passed, each day on this campus is a reminder that it happened here.
Silent Superman. I've always thought that I was strong, marching to the beat of my drum, humming the tune of my own song, never afraid to speak, my voice strong, my heart never weak, until I got here. It happened here. It was my freshman year. It was Saturday, November 9th. It was a Saturday just like any other night. I never expected I'd have to struggle. I never expected I'd have to fight to maintain myself and the most precious parts of me. You see, he took me up the stairs to come sit down, talk to me about how he'd always see me around, and now all I can see is black. He's pinning me down. Black. Like I'm lost and can't be found because no one else is around. Black. Why are my tights on the ground? Black. No, stop, get off of me, as if my voice wasn't making a sound. My screams went unheard, and my silence covered all words. Holding back the tears, I was choking while he was stroking. I would never give him the satisfaction of any other reaction, just silent, black, numb. They always say, Alanna, you have a way with words, the way you articulate adjectives and vocalize verbs. I never thought I could be silent. So all I ever knew was lost. Lost in my pain, lost in the sun, lost in the rain, and I simply felt I wasn't the same. So I sought out my Superman. Someone amazing. Someone better than the one that took the joy from me. I found him, well, he found me, and better he was. He replaced the bullshit you brought because you made me think that I could never be someone to love. And with my smile, I consistently concealed that I could never make the pain go away because these scars that you've etched on this soul will remain. And I seldom addressed that empty hole in my chest, but I could not deny my own unhappiness. I was content in the clouded confusion of my own complacency, afraid to be me. He helped me see and loved me for me. You helped me find my voice and let me be. I will be silent no more because I know now that I am the Superman that I was looking for.